Welcome to another edition of a Brobdingnagian Minute. How long is a Brobdingnagian Minute? Well, it's the length of time that it takes for the government to get their head out of their beep.
Nice. You should give me some warning. I could have been the beep there instead of...
Yeah, for those of you listening, Mark never knows what I'm going to say.
Right, yeah. In case you were wondering.
He has no clue.
Oh, what are we talking about again? Because I have no clue. I know that, but what are we talking about?
This is our podcast.
How you doing, Andrew?
Is this a pre-show or is this the actual podcast?
This is the actual podcast. We are actually...
the actual podcast.
We're actually podcasting now. Everything we say from here on out, no matter how stupid, is probably going to end up in this podcast. That's just the way it rolls.
But remember, everyone, nothing that Andrew says is stupid.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't buy that either. Yeah, I was like thinking, no, I can't really sell that, can I? No, I really can't. Wow.
So how you doing, man?
I tried.
Your life is getting crazy for you. You've been like, it's just falling to pieces. Even more so since last time we talked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been a pinball going everywhere. Just traveling all over a lot more than I was expecting. I had a death in the family, and not going into detail there or anything, but just,
it wasn't me.
Which is good because I'd probably be in jail if it had been. They'd at least suspect me. Let's be honest.
Years of evidence recorded.
And when you have an extended family death kind of thing, I mean, there's always you go out and you take care of. If different family members have to go and clean up stuff and go to their residence and go through all their stuff, and it's a huge process. And I've been helping out as much as I can in doing that. So there's a lot of that, and then still trying to do the gigs and travel and go through that. So it's been a long process, definitely.
Yeah. And it's been a few months since we actually talked. I think it was back in April was the last time we podcasted. Yeah, I know. So time has flown by.
Yeah. Well, okay. The other thing is I've been on the road for a year.
Yeah.
So I've been essentially homeless for a year now.
Well, yeah, we talked about that. I think before we left, I think that was part of the podcast. We were talking about how you were going totally on the road, and how has that been so far?
Yeah, for a year. I've done it for a year now.
Has it been a full year?
Exactly.
It has.
It started at Dragon Con last year. That was when I moved out fully.
It's not actually a year. It's about 11 months. So okay. I was
actually, I don't know when this podcast is going to be posted, so I figure it's right before Dragon Con, so about a year. Okay. But yeah, that was right before. That reason I was so late and got there like that the day it started as opposed to the day before, like I normally do. Remember that? Because I was trying to finish up and get everything out. So that was why I was so frazzled last year, and I don't remember a thing. But yeah,
does that mean you'll actually make it on time this time? Because,
Yes. It does.
You say that, but there's always something, right? Come on.
You say that, but that's the thing. It's a lot easier to pack when you have everything already in your car.
This is true. You
see, I'm just saying. At Gen Con several weeks ago, I showed up early. No, it's true.
Whoa, no.
I know. Yeah. My friends and table helpers were as shocked as you are.
Oh, wow. That's incredible, man.
So, yeah. So, I mean, it's actually been really good. What it's done is it's condensed all of these different projects and things I have going on into pretty much just music. And because of that, it's a lot easier to organize everything, and fewer things just jump in and say, no, you're not going to do this. Your schedule's changed. It's a lot easier to deal with. And like I said, packing is so much easier. It's just like, oh, well, I'll just get in my car and go because, I'm already packed. Yeah. It's kind of like that. It's really wild. I mean, it's like, oh, what do I need to take? Well, I'm taking everything. So, okay. it's forced me to really condense everything I have into very, very minimalist setup and design. So I love it. I've actually come to embrace it. I wasn't sure. I was afraid I would be one of those curmudgeons who just is like, I got to do this. It sucks. But no, it's actually been great. I've really come to appreciate it. I didn't realize how much of a rut I was in living where I was and doing everything I was until I just gave it all up and went on the road. It's been very freeing in an odd psychological way.
Well, I definitely saw improvement from you, because back in whenever it was when we were recording another Fair to Remember, and you and I
got a lot done.
And it wasn't just getting it done; it was that I also got to see you perform at Sherwood Forest Fair, and I was a little bit not to represent the situation, but I was a little blown away by how much you've improved. Singing and performing and playing. I was like, wow, man, he's come up. This has actually worked out because you were on fire. I've got to say, you did great.
Hey, it's kind of wild when I do music 100% for a year. Yeah.
Right.
And it only took me 25 years. Yay.
Yeah, right.
I know. I mean, that's really, it's forced me to really jump onto that bandwagon. I didn't realize how divided my different projects were, and divisive, I would say. It's allowed me to focus. So for all of you listening, if you want to have a better life, run away from home. It's the best thing. It's the best thing.
You gotta write that down for the show title. Run away from home. Run away from home. I love it.
The views expressed by Andrew McKee are not those views by the Brobdingnagian Bards, and you cannot sue us later. Okay. They constitute an opinion and not fact.
That is funny. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Well,
but thank you. I mean, it's been a good growth experience for me. Yeah. So, but we've been going through a lot of different stuff. What have you been up to over the past since the last podcast? Anyway,
it's been crazy. So I did Sherwood Forest Fair, and then I went off to Jordan Con, where I got to the Hills of Tanchico, I think was the name of the song that I learned there and played like 300 times just because it is a Jordan Con song, perfect for the Wheel of Time.
Now, series. Jordan Con, where is that?
It's in Atlanta.
Okay, it is in Atlanta, okay.
Yeah, I've been playing there for like 6 years now, and I'm their local, I was going to say bard, but I'm drawing, Gleeman, their local Gleeman. Is the term they use in Wheel of Time. So I was playing, singing songs there and had a great time. Then
I didn't know you were a Robert Jordan fan. Wow, I had to learn something new every day.
I actually have. I enjoyed I saw the TV series. I started the book, and I haven't really dived too deep into it. Okay. I've enjoyed a bit.
Well, there are a few books.
the TV series was fantastic, and I was disappointed that they canceled it. It started off a little slow, but by the end of it, oh my God, I was like totally engrossed in it. And then that's of course when they decided to cancel it. Because I was like, damn it, no.
Yeah, TV networks. What are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, from there, we had a family vacation in June, and we went out to the canyons. We drove all the way from Atlanta to over to the Grand Canyon and Zion.
Oh, wow!
And which was
that was pretty spectacular. Brady Bunch. Wow,
that was pretty spectacular. It was amazing to see the transition as you cross the country. And I'm sure you've seen this a lot more since you are now playing music, solo and driving across the country. But it was fantastic seeing that transformation of the whole country as you go from Atlanta to, I think we stopped in Birmingham, then we stopped in Oklahoma, and then New Mexico. We did the cave dwellings in New Mexico. Then we headed up to the Grand Canyon. We actually didn't get to the Grand Canyon, and I think we might actually do another trip up there at some point so we can see that. I know Inara was looking forward to it, but things are as they are as you travel. Well, one of the coolest experiences of that trip, actually. So we were staying just outside of Zion, which I didn't know anything about Zion actually when I started this, but we spent a lot more time mostly in Zion. But we stayed in this little what is it called? Yurts. They had a couple of yurts out in the middle of a field. So imagine this for a moment here. So you're driving to the spot where they say you can get to these places, and we get to the spot. Then it turns rocky and a little bit muddy or a little bit, the rocks falling off, but it's not muddy per se, but a little bit moist, because of the atmosphere. Depending on which side of the mountain you are, you drive on the other side, and all of a sudden everything's dry and everything. But we drive, no problems getting out there. It takes us like 45 minutes to an hour just to drive from the spot. From I think there was a ranch or something where it started all the way to this field, and we drive across the field out into where these yurts are. And of course it's starting to a little bit of drizzling, and absolutely, beautiful. In fact, when we get out of the car, there is a perfect double rainbow, just perfect, going right over this mountain that's right in front of us and in front of this huge valley field and such. It was stunning, absolutely stunning. We get there, we're like, oh my gosh, we are in paradise. What are we going to do? Let's just kick back and relax. And so we get rested and whatnot. It rains that night. We wake up in the morning and we're like, it's a little bit wet out here. This could be a problem trying to get the car. So we head out to the car and try to drive out of there. And it turns out we can't, because all the ground has turned from dried ground to not just mud, but clay mud. So we spent the next 2 days stuck in this place. As we tried each day to get the hell out of there just to do it. So the second day, actually, we finally were like, okay, we're going to load up our stuff, which we had left the car on the road because we didn't want to drive it back into the puddle and get stuck somewhere else. So we carry and drag all our stuff out there, and then we're wiping off mud and waiting for stuff to dry off, and spent most of the day there, which is why we didn't get back to the Grand Canyon. It was like one of those perfect fun disasters.
A true family vacation.
It was truly, yes. The Griswolds would have been proud.
Good analogy. Yeah.
Thank you. But no, it was amazing. I actually I thought that was one of the best. I enjoyed seeing all the sights and such, but it was so cool. We got to relax. We were forced to relax a little bit because we couldn't go anywhere. And we had an awesome time. So that was just truly awesome. And then so then we got to go to from there we went up to Bryce Canyon. And we got to go down there before we headed back. And all of it was just gorgeous. Good family trip. And then, we got back and, we went, did my girls and I did the No Kings March, in downtown Decatur, or did a protest down there before we headed, I flew off to Wexford, Ireland, which, if the No Kings protest wasn't already get me in the mood, going to the 1798 Irish Rebellion Museum certainly did. But Wexford, Ireland was gorgeous as well. But that was like probably the thing that stuck in my mind, I think, the most. I mean, I certainly enjoyed lots of stuff out there, but they had this display where they're talking about all the injustices of that were happening in Ireland after, the American Revolution and the French Revolution, and the Irish are basically trying to start their own. It rang home, not just for the time period, but also for present time. So I was like, wow, it was fascinating. So I did that, and then July was mostly off, except I headed out to Gen Con after that, where I met you earlier this year. So, and Gen Con was exhausting and fun and so much, boy, but it wear you down. Does it wear you down nearly as much as it does me?
Oh, no, not yet.
Well, you get the evenings off at least.
Well, yeah, I do. But I also put in because I take the evenings off, I work my butt off during the day. So I put 110%. I got no breaks. So you at least get a few. I got none. True. Yeah. So, I mean, it depends. I mean, it's like, do you want it a little easier during the day and you work a bit at night, or do you want to go through hell during the day and get the night off? Yeah. And I've learned my lesson. I'm not doing that again next year. It was tough.
You say lesson, and I'm like, I don't know if I learned a lesson. I don't know if I need to think about that, because I work from like 9 a.m. to 10 or 11 p.m. each day, and with little short breaks in between. But we're talking about 30 or 45 minutes, 3 times during the day. There was one day I actually got to relax and have dinner. That wasn't incredible, but most of the time I felt like I was going nonstop.
Constantly. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's rough. It is rough. And I had to take a couple of days afterwards to recover. So I'm sure you did too.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I did 6 ticketed shows. They're all during the day. And that was crazy. Now, I will say, like you mentioned before, all my shows, they rocked. Yeah. I mean, they weren't always well attended, because I learned a lot from the timing and figuring that out. But everybody loved them that was there, and it was good. So I've really got the shows down. I'm happy about that, but I'm definitely doing it differently next year. I think right now I'm thinking maybe 3 ticketed shows during the day and maybe 1 at night, and that'll be good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I think the one change that I know I decided to do is moving Firefly drinking songs to a Saturday evening.
Yeah,
because
that would be smart.
That was the evening. It was on Thursday, and that was when I got the one day that I got really, really drunk, and so that turned out to be a problem vocally for the rest of the convention.
Dude, you don't get drunk before Firefly drinking songs. You get drunk during Firefly drinking songs.
It was during Firefly drinking songs, but that was
okay. Well,
but it affected the rest of the convention, which probably didn't help matters.
That's fair.
So I don't know. It was crazy, but it was a lot of fun. I had an amazing time. Being back at Gen Con. I love that convention. I love it so much.
Oh yeah, it is. When I first started going back to Gen Con and saw that they turned into a ticketed event kind of thing, my first reaction was, I don't know about this, because it was so different than the conventions I'd done in the past, including Dragon Con. And I just was, I don't know, I prefer the old method, but now, I'm on board, baby.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was. I was a little skeptical about it as well, but then it turned out everything has been, worthwhile since.
It's one of those things where if you work hard, you make some good money and everybody's happy. If you can be lazy about it and not do much, but you're only limited by your own creativity, and for artists like us, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, so it was good. It was great being at Gen Con. It's the convention that I probably look forward to the most, because it sort of starts off the year as well. I don't know about you, my fall season. My fall season, that is.
Okay, fall season. I agree with. That's how I look at it. But
and so I have a lot of preparation and planning and trying new things. I worked up. I have some new album pens that I released at Gen Con. Although album pens. You have album pins? I didn't actually think about how to actually promote them, and that's another failing that I didn't figure out how to. I don't talk about my stuff enough, So that was problematic, but nevertheless, it went really well. Getting those out there, I've been trying to transform my table sales from CDs to album pins, and I think it's working a lot better than certainly CDs sales are. So
cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. So which brings us to Dragon Con, which is coming up in a couple weeks is the plan. I'm hoping to get this out hopefully next Wednesday I will aim for. But yeah, Dragon Con. You excited for our other big convention here?
Yes, I am. Because Dragon Con we have a few new things for Dragon Con, don't we?
We do, actually. A lot of new. I don't know about a lot of new stuff, but there is. Since our new CD is not officially released, Another Fair to Remember is the name of it. In case you're wondering, and yes, we have CDs, but it's not officially released. So it will be available when we get to Dragon Con. Unofficially. So there'll be that. But we also have the album pen, the Mushrooms album pen. We're also going to have, we reprinted copies of A Fair to Remember. So that's our, I don't know, 5th CD studio album or something like that. I don't know. Something like that. 2021, it was originally released. And of course, it is the companion to Another Fair to Remember. And we have a new A Fair to Remember album pen. So, which looks really cool. We're going to get the actual version soon, but I'm excited about it. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But there's also something else new.
Oh, right. Yes. I almost forgot. What are we having, Andrew? What is it going to be? If I had if only I had 1 million,
Bard ducats.
Bard ducats. Yes. If I had 1 million Bard ducats, this should be actually fun. We're going to have ducats that we're going to be putting together a special bundle that's going to have a Brobdingnagian Bards ducat. I'm really excited to see how these come out.
We might have to explain this because there probably are people listening who don't know what a ducat is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Why don't you explain it, Andrew?
Oh, okay.
You're the one who came up with the idea of a ducat in the first place.
Throw me under the chariot. Okay. Let's see. Okay. A ducat is a classic Italian form of currency, which was used, a gold coin, which was traded between kings and monarchs and the ultra rich mainly. I mean, it was nothing that the standard serf came across. Let's just be honest. But very, very nice coin, and we did the fun song "If I Had 1 Million Ducats" very early in our career, and it was a big hit, surprising hit, and it's become one of our signature songs. And the idea was, hey, what if we had our own Bard ducat? So that's what it is. It is a coin that has both of our heads on it, except Mark's tails. Well, you've got the ponytail going on the back of your hair, so it just goes without saying. But yeah. And so our face is on coins, and you get a collectible Bard ducat. So that should be it should be a lot of fun. So really looking forward to that. This is very exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this as well. Andrew came up with the idea, and I was like, that's just so much fun.
I know, right? It's just like, it was definitely one of those why not moments, Yeah. Wouldn't it be, so many ideas of mine start out with a phrase, wouldn't it be cool if...
And one of these days, we're going to do a music video, at the very least, with the Muppets. One of these days, dang it.
I did say that once. I did say that. I want to do that. That's still, oh my gosh! I saw the pictures of them tearing down the Muppet area at Disney World, and I was so heartbroken.
Aww,
I know.
Sad.
It really was. And of course, I was thinking, if they need a home, we can jam together. Just saying.
If you want to know more about ducats, actually, you can go. We did a podcast, If I Had a Million Ducats, which is number 82 back in June of 2024. Just an FYI. But we have a whole bunch of shows that are going to be at Dragon Con.
Yes, we do.
In fact, if you go to the bards.net/Dragon Con, it includes the current schedule of showtimes. So, and there's a lot.
Because sometimes those shift a little bit before the convention. Let's be honest. Let's just say it's mostly true right now.
Yeah. It could very much change.
And you know the difference between mostly true and all true, right?
What's that?
Well, if it's mostly true, you go through its pockets and look for loose bard ducats.
Oh my God, we can have so many bad puns for this thing.
We really can. We really can.
Great.
I'm going to reference it way too much on stage. I'm not going to lie.
I got to find ways to set it up. We can
have bard ducat contests. We can play Tiddlywink bards.
Oh my gosh! And I think we're definitely going to be flipping coins on stage and saying,
"I know
saying who gets to choose the song." Oh, there you go. Here, Andrew, heads or tails? Who's going to choose the song? Is it going to be me or you? Looks like you get to choose.
Yay! All right, bogged down in the valley again.
But we just did. I chose. I won. Oh, we do have shows.
Down in the Valley, the slow version.
We do have shows scheduled at Dragon Con. Saturday evening, we have a show with a Filk track, and Sunday evening we have Hobbit drinking songs. So make sure you mark your calendars for those. But one of the things that's going to be interesting is we're doing a music panel.
All right.
This one is called Music and AI, Creative Evolution or End of the World. End of the world.
Some of you may not be familiar with AI. I'm kidding. Everybody is now. It's like you can't get away from it. It's on your phone. It's on your computer. It's on TV. It's on the billboards. It's on, everything.
Wait. I have a description, man. I have a description here.
Oh,
it says,
please read
artificial intelligence is transforming how music is created, but is it enhancing human creativity or replacing it? This panel explores how musicians are using AI today, what it means for the future of music making, and whether the soul of the song can survive in a digital age.
That's a great AI description you have there.
Yeah, I got it from ChatGPT.
Of course you did.
Minor editing. It did need some editing, but that's ChatGPT.
Editing by a minor? Well, that probably is all you needed. You didn't have to use any adults to edit that. It was just that.
I should have. I really should. I think I'm going to get one of my kids to re-edit it and say it was edited by a minor. Kenzie, Anara.
Minor editing. I like it. No, it's really, yeah. I think it's a good panel idea because it's kind of a buzzword. It's kind of replaced, last decade it was the cloud. Now it's
they had cryptocurrency
and blockchain.
Yeah.
And those were the big buzzwords before in order, and then now it's AI,
which is hilarious when you think about it, because blockchain and crypto, all that stuff is. Or what was the fake coins you could get through blockchain? What are those called?
Bitcoin.
It wasn't Bitcoin. It wasn't like the fake. It was like, where you can basically sell your album and get a unique copy.
Oh, I see.
Remember one of those things? I think we might have talked about that a few years back. And what happened to it? Hello?
Yeah, gone.
Hello?
It's just one of those things. It's everybody wanted to jump on that bandwagon because everybody's talking about it, and that's kind of what AI is. But AI does have its uses.
Which is why I'm really excited about this panel, because personally I consider myself fairly AI positive. I don't think we should just ignore it. I don't think we should just stop using it just because whatever. But there are uses for it. I am not a visual creator. Having visual help with stuff works great. You need something quick. You need a quick utility thing. But same thing with music. Now, I don't use AI with music. at all.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I ever will. And that's one where I definitely, and this is where I think it comes to the use of it is that that's not true. Actually, I have used it, looked at it for help thinking about songwriting stuff. So that is the one area. Now, musically, no, but as far as songwriting, can it help? Can it bring ideas together or come up with ideas? I think there's a lot of useful things that can be pulled from it. But where do you draw the line, and where do we go from there? That's the question.
Well, I mean, I could say more, but then we'd actually start doing the panel. So
yeah. I'm just that's my teaser right there because I have a lot more to say about it. Because
ditto, and there's a lot of questions about it. Mark might be actually a little more positive with it than I am, but I'm not.
Which seems odd to me. I got to say that seems really odd to me because you've always been very forward thinking with technology.
With technology, yeah.
Yeah. So it seems.
But I get it. I mean, but I'm not negative about it.
Have you been hanging out at Renaissance festivals too long, man?
Oh God. Maybe I've turned into a bit of a hippie. I'm on the road all the time.
Is your hair? Have you been growing your hair out, man?
It's a little matted right now. Oh God, I'm wearing sandals. Oh no! Oh no!
So, in any case, if you wanted to explore that with us, it's going to be on 10 a.m. on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to that. So,
yeah, we should they usually record those and post them. We can put a link on that.
Definitely. Yes,
we should because I think it's going to be an interesting panel. I'm not sure because some of it is dependent upon what time they put us at, and I think they put us on the morning. But so you never know. But I really think it's going to be a very well attended panel.
Yeah.
And I know it's going to be us, and we'll probably get a few other musicians on there too. We'll see, but it's oh gosh, do we know who's moderating it? Oh God, am I moderating it?
I think it's me or you.
Okay, so. I get it. Yeah. Well, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's on us. I'm the one who came up with the idea, or at least sent it in. I take it back. We came up with that. You came up with the idea.
Say? What was that?
You actually came up with the idea. I'm the one who followed up with it and made it happen.
Followed up with it? We were talking on the phone. We were talking on the phone. I mentioned, you know what we should do? We should do this. Did. And then before I hung up the phone, you said, I already messaged Amber and we've set up the panel.
I'm sorry, man. That's on me. I apologize. I'm really sorry.
How like AI to take somebody else's idea and use it.
I said I was AI positive. In fact, that whole response came from ChatGPT. That's the reason it did that. For some reason, it thought that I came up with the whole... Sorry, man. Don't mean to steal your thunder. That's great, though. No, seriously. But this is great because that makes me really happy because that means it's definitely on you to be the moderator. Thanks.
Oh, son of a... I walked into that, didn't I? Oh, man. Oh, well, that's fair. No, I mean, I can do it. I mean, really, here's what I'm thinking. Let's just go ahead and game this on our podcast because that's how we roll. I'm thinking I really just need to have 3 to 5 questions, and we'll probably only get through 3, and just go through an order and talk about it a little bit. And it's going to take so long because this is such a in-depth topic. So just have some broad questions, and I just make sure each person gets a bit of time to talk. And then we probably need to open it up to the audience to ask questions, right? And we probably should just have 30 minutes of talking ourselves and then questions, because
you're so much better at planning these things than I am. I'm so glad that you're moderating.
Because there's going to be a lot of people that want to talk or want to throw out their opinion and get our feedback on it. Because I think that's why a lot of people are going to show up. I mean, they're going to be interested in what we have to say, but we need to have like 2 minutes each on a topic and say, okay, be succinct, boom, go. And each question, if there's 5 of us on the panel, we get a chance to talk for 2 minutes each, and it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's so maybe 3 questions, and that's it. I think I'll start with, generally what our overall view of AI is in 2 minutes or less.
Yeah.
And just talk. And I'll go last. I'll start with a different person to start it each time and do that. I think that's how I'll approach it.
Cool.
You sure you want to moderate? You could moderate if you want.
No. It's yours.
Damn it.
You came up with this idea.
Damn it.
So.
Fine. You get to have all the fun.
Well, I think I'm going to be I feel like I'm going to be the most AI positive of the group.
You might be.
Because it's
I don't know.
Every time I look at musicians and artists online, they are extremely negative about AI. And I certainly see, like I've said,
I see it.
I get why we, obviously we don't think we need to go dive headlong and make everything AI, but, to create a panel description using AI, I think that's a great use of AI, because you can always modify it, but there are simple uses that it can be a very powerful tool. And,
but
and whether it's talking about music or whatever.
They're trying to make AI not about simple uses. And that's, I think, the biggest problem.
Yeah.
It's a tool, and tools are fine. But a replacement is the problem when you're making it a replacement for a career or a job or doing it all with AI. And
that's where I am completely, I don't think it should necessarily replace anything. Certainly I see reasons why it could, but I don't think it should be. Yeah, it should be entirely. I think we should dive more into this topic a little bit more later in a later podcast.
Right. Well, things we learned from the AI from the DragonCon AI podcast or AI panel, and then we could have the Bards Podcast AI edition.
Are we going to have?
Hello, my name is Andrew McKee. It is a pleasure to be on this podcast.
Hello, Andrew McKee. I am Mark Gunn.
Hello, Mark Gann. It is great to talk with you.
It would be really funny to. I mean, because I've been on podcasts for so long, podcasting for 20 years. I really feel like it could really nail my voice if I ever got around to trying to do that.
Oh stuff. Yeah, you'd have a lot of material for it to analyze. I'm sure you're probably already digitized now. You've probably got an avatar already out there.
Yeah, it might be
making money for a company without giving you anything. Yes,
right. Woohoo! All right, we should finish up this podcast for now. If you want to see us at DragonCon, go to our website, thebards.net. /DragonCon. You'll find out all the details. And I'm sure that we're going to try to get to do another podcast definitely after DragonCon. You and I can sit down. Or if we get there, while we're there, maybe we can spend a few minutes to record.
We need to take lots of pictures and some video at DragonCon of the two of us doing stuff. And where are we going to post that? Where are we going to post it?
We will be posting it on our Patreon page, where this podcast is initially uploaded in the first place. So that is where we have a blog. We have some free music. We have us hanging out a little bit more. So come join us over on patreon.com/thebards. And we would look forward to seeing you there. So, all right. We should finish up with a track. What song do you want to feature for the end of the show?
Ooh.
You get to pick, Andrew.
Oh, really? I didn't even flip the coin and I get to pick?
I know you won this right now because you came up with the idea of flipping the coins in the first place. So, and because you came up with the idea of moderating a panel on.
Okay, I want to go ultra obscure.
Obscure, okay.
Tough. Ooh, what's the most obscure song of ours I can come up with? Oh God, do you think you could find Swift Dining?
Yeah, I can find Swift Dining. Yep, no problem. Okay, that was on Gullible's Troubles,
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is an instrumental that we just wrote early in the career, and let's just say it was so early in our career. but it still sounds better than AI.
There might be some, it might have imperfections that you wouldn't find with AI.
Yep. And you can say imperfections. I say character.
Yes. Character. Thank you. You handle that so much better. All right. Well, thank you all so much for listening. Here is Swift Dining, and we look forward to seeing you and hearing from you. So drop us a line. Let us know how you're doing. You can send a message to the Bards at thebards.net. Oh, it's on Marked by Great Size. This is Swift Dining. Sláinte. If you enjoyed this podcast, go to thebards.net, find out more about us over there. Mark Gunn, Andrew McKee, and we are the Brobdingnagian Bards.
Yes, we are.